Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July the 25th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Tuesday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday afternoon. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Invest 95L and the chances of it still becoming a tropical cyclone over the next few days. Also, we're going to be taking a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today. Also, Wednesday and your Thursday outlook. So, stick around through the entire video and don't miss a beat of this forecast. Okay. If you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty, as you can see here, here's the Invest 95L located over the Eastern Caribbean Sea, with the activity moving over the islands here of the Leeward Islands here, producing a lot of rainfall. I'm expecting a lot of flooding to occur in the northern and central portions of the island as the system continues to push off to the west toward the Central Caribbean Sea. Alrighty, let's take a look at some information on this system here. Like I said, it looks kind of poorly organized this afternoon in the tropics. Alright, that's the current position of it here. Let's take a look at the hurricane models. We got a few of them we can look at there real quick. As you can see, here's the center rotation, with only a few computer models catching on. Takes it towards Central America at this time, so it can go anyway. According to this computer model here, it keeps it to the west and then kind of dies it out. The other computer model, pretty much same way, it just takes it right across northern South America and then back into the southwestern Caribbean Sea, and then kind of dissipates it over here. But let's take a look at the intensity guidance here real quick. 25 knots, yeah, about 25 knots. Keeps it just a tropical wave. About 36 to 60 hours from there on. So we'll have to wait and see if it do become Tropical Storm Emily. So we'll just have to wait and see if anything changes in the intensity guidance. Alright, let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation. As you can see here, we got showers and scattered showers and storms over southeast Canada, also toward Maine. More widespread showers moving through Pennsylvania. Got scattered activity down toward the Boston and Connecticut region. Also, we got scattered showers off the southeastern United States coast, also across northern and central Florida, and also back down into the Gulf of Mexico. Scattered activity across Cuba. We got rain showers and thunderstorms moving across Puerto Rico Island. Looks pretty good at this time. Maybe a few scattered showers on the island. Alaska got a few scattered showers there as well. Guam got a pretty good shield of rain moving your way. Will affect the island there in the next little while. We got a cluster of showers and storm moving through a portion of Iowa, also into portions. We'll be moving into portions of northern Mississippi as well. Scattered activity over portions of Kansas and the Colorado. Sorry about that pop-up. Also got a little bit over northern Arizona, over here toward the Baja, California. Scattered activity over here in southwest Canada and portions of northwest Washington State. More scattered activity over here in portions of North and South Dakota. Also over southern Canada. A little bit more widespread over northern portions of Minnesota. Alright, let's move on to the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. As you can see, we got some thunderstorm watches in effect for Connecticut region, all the way down to the eastern and northeastern Virginia and the Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia region. Also, we got some air quality alerts around the Atlanta metro area and also over the central portion of Alabama. Also up here in the northeastern portion of Ohio. Much of Michigan, northern Indiana, northeastern Illinois, eastern Wisconsin, much of Minnesota there as well. Some over here in portion of Oregon also. We got heat advisories over portions of southern Florida, southern Texas, northern Texas. Also a little bit of air quality alerts in northeast Texas as well. More heat advisory through Oklahoma all the way through Kansas and Nebraska and southern South Dakota. Also here in southeastern portions of Colorado. Much of Arizona, southern portions of California, and eastern portions of Montana. River flood warning still in effect there for South Dakota. We got red flag warnings in effect for Montana, also in Idaho. Wind advisory there as well. Also, we got some excessive heat warning for southern Nevada, western and southwestern and southern portion of Arizona, and southern portion of California as well. Red flag warnings in effect for central portion of Alaska, central and southern portions of Hawaii and Chain Island. Got some gale warnings around the island. North side looks a-okay. Storm Prediction Center time. Let's take a look at day one. This is your Tuesday forecast. Alrighty. As you can see here, we got general thunderstorm from Maine all the way down into portion of northern Georgia and Alabama. Also to eastern South Carolina, down to the Florida Keys, back into South Texas. All the way back over here in portions of Missouri, back to Arkansas, to Oklahoma. We got western Oklahoma, North Texas, all the way into Arizona, New Mexico. Also into California, Nevada, all the way up to Montana and North and South Dakota. Marginal risk in Utah, all the way into portions of Montana, also in portions of Kansas, all the way into portions of South Dakota, and also into Minnesota, all the way over to Illinois. Slight risk also in effect for Iowa, into South Dakota, back in Nebraska. Marginal risk over here from portions of North Carolina, all the way to Maine, and also that slight risk where that severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for portions of Connecticut, all the way down to eastern Virginia. Alright. If you live in New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Newark, New Jersey, slight risk for severe weather this afternoon. If you live in Boston, Massachusetts, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Omaha, Nebraska, Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, marginal risk for severe weather this afternoon. Tornado probability, 2% up here in the Dakotas. Trying to get back to it. Fargo, North Dakota, Moorhead, Minnesota, Aberdeen, South Dakota, Watertown, South Dakota, and West Fargo, North Dakota. 2% risk for a tornado, damaging winds. 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow. And if you're in the 15% risk, this includes New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Newark, New Jersey. 5% Boston, Massachusetts, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Omaha, Nebraska, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and St. Paul, Minnesota for 5% damaging winds. Large hail, 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow. If you live in Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Arlington, Virginia, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Alexandria, Virginia, 15% risk. If you live in New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Newark, New Jersey, New Jersey City, New Jersey, Yonkers, New York, 5% risk for large hail. Alright, let's move on to day number 2. You can see we got general thunderstorm for portions of southeast Virginia to the Florida Keys, all the way back to South Texas, all the way in New Mexico, Arizona, back to North and South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin region, all the way back to New York. Marginal risk in portions of eastern Colorado, all the way into northern Minnesota, and all the way through the Dakotas. Also, we got a marginal risk and slight risk, enhanced risk over portion of Michigan and portion of the Ohio River Valley. If you live in the enhanced risk, like Detroit, Michigan, Toledo, Ohio, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Warren, Michigan, and Sterling Heights, Michigan, you're in an enhanced risk for severe weather on wind. Slight risk, this includes Chicago, Illinois, Cleveland, Ohio, Akron, Ohio, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Joliet, Illinois. Slight risk, marginal risk, Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Buffalo, New York, and Aurora, Illinois. Marginal risk for severe weather. Tornado probability, 2% in the green, 5% in the brown. If you're in the Detroit, Michigan, Cleveland, Ohio, Toledo, Ohio, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Grand Rapids, Michigan, 5% risk for a tornado. If you live in Chicago, Illinois, Akron, Ohio, Joliet, Illinois, Gary, Indiana, and Kisno, Wisconsin, that's 2% risk for a tornado. Damaging winds. We have a 30% for Detroit, Michigan, Toledo, Ohio, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Warren, Michigan, Sterling Heights, Michigan, 15%, Chicago, Illinois, Cleveland, Ohio, Akron, Ohio, Cleveland, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Joliet, Illinois, 5%, Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Buffalo, New York, and Aurora, Illinois for damage and wind. The hail, 15% in the yellow, 5% in the brown. This includes Detroit, Michigan, Toledo, Ohio, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Warren, Michigan, includes Chicago, Illinois, Indianapolis, Indiana, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Alright, we got a marginal risk over in the plains, marginal risk, slight risk to the northeast. We got, if you live in New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Boston, Massachusetts, Washington, D.C. This includes slight risk to severe weather on Thursday, marginal risk, Omaha, Nebraska, Biddeford, Minnesota, State Farm, Minnesota. 5% brown, 15%. That's the same areas I called out. Well, I got to go. I hope everybody has a great afternoon. Take care. I'll talk to you in the next video. Have a great one and enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got. And like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing, and catch me back in the next.